It's been a long process for sure. Um, I think Sunday, obviously, I didn't feel good. Monday, I didn't feel great. But, it was hard for me to like identify what was really going on. Because typically Mondays after a race, when it's that hot, you kind of feel bad anyway, dehydrated or whatever. Tuesday, I felt great. I made like 3 laps in a sprint car on Tuesday just for an ally deal. And I felt great through all that. Felt totally normal. Wednesday, I had like a crazy busy day, and by the end of the day, I was feeling pretty bad and felt really bad in front of screens and stuff like that. So that's when I kind of identified what was going on and went to see the doctors and went from there. But, the recovery was definitely different from, I guess, what I would have assumed for concussions. Just, I got back into my regular routine of training pretty quickly and just added things for my ocular and vestibular systems just to try to catch them back up. So it was a long process and a couple flights back and forth to Pittsburgh to see the guys up there. But everybody was super helpful. I got more text messages and advice than I knew what to do with, honestly. But I feel 100%. I've been training harder than ever for the last couple weeks, honestly. So probably in a better spot than I was before I crashed. But really excited to get back. I don't feel like I've really had any big hits this year. So I would say just the Texas crash. And looking back, I mean, it was a tough situation. I'm in the middle of the playoffs, right? And I'm not a doctor. Did I just get my bell rung? Do I have a concussion? Like, I don't know what's going on or what that feels like. So, I don't think it hurt me more. I'm glad that nothing else happened throughout the rest of the day, obviously, right? And it all ended up being okay. But yeah, it's a bummer. I think that's just part of the next gen car. It's so tough, right? The car wasn't very damaged at all, so we're able to keep going, and honestly keep going at a speed that we could have been okay if we weren't a bunch of laps down. Like all the concussion symptoms that I would have, heard of throughout my career, heard people talk about, like the nausea and stuff like that. I didn't have any of. I just had a lot of pressure in my eyes, almost like, when your sinuses are plugged up or whatever, and you kind of get that sinus headache and that pressure behind your eyes. And I would get that from workouts or from any activities that I was busy. So that was the biggest thing that took a while. And, I think from what the doctors said, I think, obviously the concussion kind of hurts the weakest points of your body. So, I had some vision stuff going on that I don't think I really knew was, like, my vision's not weak, but it just kind of, like Mickey, the doctor, Mickey Collins, he says concussions fight dirty. So it went for a weak point with me and messed with my ocular system, and I think that was the thing that took the longest to recover from.